Knowing exactly when to pick your peppers in the garden is not easy. Green bell peppers and jalapeños are picked at a different time than yellow banana peppers and orange habaneros. If you pick too early, your peppers might taste bitter and lack heat, and if you wait too long, your peppers may soften up and become leathery in texture. So in this video, I'll go over when to pick 4 of the most popular pepper varieties, but even if you're growing something completely different, you'll learn the principles you need to know to pick your peppers at the perfect time. Let's jump right in with bell peppers, and I'll spend a little extra time on bell peppers because the basics of when to pick them pretty much apply to any pepper, whether it's a bell pepper or some specialty hot variety. Starting off with a relevant fun fact, every red, orange, or yellow bell pepper starts off as a green bell pepper. In fact, if you buy a green pepper from the store, there's a small chance that it will actually change color at home, typically to red, if you let it sit in your kitchen for long enough. So the main reason that colored bell peppers are more expensive than green ones is that farmers have to wait longer for them to finish ripening up. So if you're growing bell peppers, you first have to decide what color bell peppers you want before you can start picking them. If you want red peppers or yellow or orange, picking them at the right time is actually much simpler. Keep an eye on your peppers as they're growing and watch for them to start changing colors on the plant. This can take a long time. It can seem like it's taking forever, so be patient, but I think it's well worth the wait, and I'll talk about why in just a minute. But once your bell pepper is about 50% ripe, you can take it off of the plant and bring it indoors. Enjoy it right away. It will be delicious, even half ripe, or you can leave it to ripen on your countertop for a day or two. The reason I recommend removing the pepper before it's finished changing color is 1, you avoid animals and bugs attacking your pepper that is changing color and basically telling everything in nature that it's ready to be consumed. And 2, bell peppers tend to soften up pretty quickly after they ripen, so I like my peppers with a nice crunch. So that's for red bell peppers, but if you like your peppers green, knowing when to pick them is a little more challenging. First, wait for your peppers to reach a full size, and even just gauging this can be pretty tricky, but if you come into the garden every day or two, it should be pretty clear when your peppers are still getting bigger. Now this is super important. After the pepper finishes growing in size, wait an additional 1 to 2 weeks before you pick it. During this time, the walls of the pepper are thickening up, the seeds inside are forming, and most importantly, the flavor is developing. When it's time to pick, you should also notice the green color on the pepper darkening a bit from that light green to a more dark forest green. And the pepper should be very firm when you squeeze it, which is again another indicator that the walls are nice and thick. So which color bell pepper do I recommend? I almost always wait for my bell peppers to ripen up and change color before picking, and I tend to prefer yellow bell peppers. That's just the flavor I prefer over red. We actually grew and taste tested different bell pepper varieties last year, and you can see which ones Crystalline and I liked best at the video link down below. But any ripe pepper will be naturally sweeter, more nutritious, and less bitter. Your green peppers may have a bit more crunch than red, but they tend to be more grassy and less developed flavor-wise. Plus, timing the harvest can be pretty tricky, so again, I like to wait until mine change color. One last point on bell peppers before I move on to jalapeños. If you happen to notice any damage on your bell peppers before they're ready to harvest, I recommend just removing those damaged peppers from the plant. This way your plant won't waste its energy growing a pepper that you might not end up eating. You can just remove that damaged pepper and your plant will redirect energy to other peppers that are growing on the plant. Next up are jalapeño peppers, and you may not know this, but not all jalapeño peppers are green. Yes, the ones you buy at the store are green, but in the garden, you have a choice. Just like bell peppers, jalapeños will eventually change colors to red, and even some specialty varieties will turn yellow or orange. So again, you have to make a choice early on what color jalapeños you want to get from your garden. Believe it or not, I tend to prefer green jalapeños over red ones for pretty much every use case, with just a couple exceptions, which I'll get to in a bit. For harvesting green jalapeños, it's very similar to green bell peppers. Wait for your jalapeños to reach a full size on the plant, then wait an additional 1 to 2 weeks before picking them off. When they're ready to harvest, the green color should have darkened a bit, and when you squeeze them, they should be nice and firm. Jalapeños also have a unique characteristic that you may notice, and that is white lines forming on the peppers. These are basically stretch marks on your pepper's skin, which is known as corking on jalapeños. It's completely natural and safe to eat, and it can be another sign that your peppers are maturing. Now for red jalapeños, it's much easier. Wait for the peppers to begin changing color on the plant, and when they've reached 50% or more ripeness, you can pick them off. Now, I do like red jalapeños for very specific use cases, namely making hot sauce, making ferments, and making chipotle peppers. But for pretty much everything else, making poppers, pickles, jellies, cooking with them, eating them fresh, I like a green jalapeno. There's just something special about the sharp flavor of a perfectly mature green jalapeno that tends to go away once it turns red. But I recommend experimenting with your plants. After all, you can't really get red jalapenos from the store, so if you haven't tried one, I definitely recommend trying it from your own garden. It's a unique flavor that is much different from what you're used to. Now, jalapenos and many other pepper varieties have the unique characteristic of spiciness. Capsaicin is the chemical in hot peppers that gives them their heat, and as the peppers grow, the level of capsaicin gradually rises and tends to peak right as the peppers are changing color. So if maximum heat is important to you, you might want to wait for them to just start changing color and harvest them right away, but be careful not to wait too long. After a pepper ripens and changes color, the capsaicin content actually starts to drop off pretty dramatically. So if you want less hot peppers, you may actually want to leave your ripe peppers on the plant for a few days before you harvest. Not a ton of heat, it's true. Now onto one of my favorite sweet peppers, the banana pepper. These are big, beautiful, yellowish peppers that are very popular for making pickles, but they have a ton of other uses like stuffing and even making hot sauce. When it comes to picking your banana peppers at the right time, it can be a little bit tricky. They tend to go from light green to a light pale yellow color, and that's where they get the name banana pepper, and eventually they will ripen through to red. The sweet spot for harvesting banana peppers is when they've just finished changing from that light green color to fully pale yellow. I think this visual change is obvious enough that it makes it a lot easier than harvesting, say, a green bell pepper, because there is that pretty distinct change in color. But you can also feel the pepper, squeeze it, and it should be nice and firm, again, indicating that the walls of that banana pepper have thickened up. This firmness is even more important for banana peppers because chances are you're going to turn those into pickles, and if you wait too long, that crunch factor may go away, especially after you pickle them. Now, you could wait for your banana peppers to turn red, but I wouldn't really recommend it because, again, the pepper will soften after it ripens, and in my experience growing banana peppers, the skin of them tends to get very leathery and chewy. It's very uncomfortable to eat them fresh after they've ripened up, so I'd recommend picking at that yellow stage. Finally, I want to talk about harvesting hot peppers like habaneros and ghost peppers and the countless other super hot peppers that are out there. And thankfully, these are the easiest of all. I just wait for the peppers to fully change color on the plant before I pick them. This should be very obvious because most of these types of peppers will start off a light green color and eventually go through a dramatic color change to red, orange, or yellow, which will be very obvious when it happens. But be prepared to wait. These peppers can take a very long time to ripen up. I can't tell you how many times per year we get asked, when are my habaneros going to ripen? They've been sitting on the plant for what seems like months. It takes a while. Thankfully, these plants have another benefit, and that is that you can get away with leaving the peppers on the plant for a little bit longer before you harvest. That way you can harvest a bunch of ripe peppers all at the same time for processing. Yes, you will lose some of the heat, like I talked about. The capsaicin will drop in each of those peppers that stays on the plant, but thankfully these peppers have plenty of spice to them, so you probably won't even notice. Some quick tips before you get out and harvest in your garden. Number one is that by harvesting your peppers unripe, say green jalapeños, you can harvest those earlier in the season. You don't have to wait for them to ripen up. And when you remove them from the plant now has more energy to produce another wave of peppers. So it may be a good idea to harvest some peppers early in the season to give your plants time to give you a second wave. If you plan to pickle any of your peppers, and we love pickling jalapeños and banana peppers, pick them before they ripen. These unripe peppers will hold on to that crunch factor way better than any ripe peppers. You could add one or two ripe super hot peppers like a ghost pepper if you just want to add heat to your jalapeno pickles, but for the actual pickles that you'll be eating, you want to go with unripe peppers. I've tried pickling red jalapeños, and even after a couple of weeks, the peppers are completely mushy, so always go with unripe peppers for making pickles. And make sure to avoid damaging your plant while you're harvesting your peppers because, again, there's a chance your plant will go on to produce another round of peppers, and if you accidentally break off a branch while you're harvesting, that can set back your plant's ability to do so. So if your plant seems to be struggling to release its peppers, use a pair of pruning shears to make it nice and easy. I hope you get an amazing harvest off of your pepper plants this season. Let me know if you have any other tips for harvesting peppers in your garden. Thanks for watching Pepper Geek, and I'll see you soon.